Right, you lot. Honestly, I don't know where to start. We've just beaten Leicester 3-0. I'm quite fortunate we got away with that sort of late goal. It was 3-0 West Ham. 2 clean sheets now on the bounce. Complete performance is the way you describe that from West Ham. Unbelievable. I mean, I've literally just come off now, so I'm trying to assemble my thoughts. But let's talk about the 3 things that we learned against Leicester City. Pablo Fornals' quality. Do I believe he's a left winger? No. But at the end of the day, when he puts in performances like that, you can see the quality. Technically, he's one of our better players. The touch for the first goal that he scored was unbelievable, trapping it. The composure as well, from what we've seen of him. You know, he skied one against Wolves, he skied one against Arsenal. But today, he was calm, he was cool, and he put it past Peter Schmeichel. But that assist for Jarrod Bowen's goal for the third, quality, man. That's the quality West Ham need in that final third when we've got the runners of Antonio and Jarrod Bowen. And that is what Pablo can do. That's what we want to see from him. When he's in that position and he's got space and he's got time, his passing is absolute top draw. And on top of that, his work rate today was phenomenal. You see him coming in quite central and supporting Soucek and Rice, doing the dirty stuff as well. Listen, we know there are elements to his game that he lacks in terms of pace, but when he's got those technical attributes like you see, and listen, he always seems to chalk up goals and assists. That's the one thing you can say about Pablo. Sometimes you don't see him, sometimes he can't affect the game or draw players out of position, but when you give him space, he supports the team, and that's his role, and that's what I want to see from him going forward. Unbelievable from Pablo Fornals. Secondly, the midfield engine of Declan Rice and Thomas Soucek, phenomenal. Now, in my preview, I said that these two need to sit deep because Leicester are going to put 2 attacking midfielders in Tielemans and Maddison. It didn't happen today, ultimately, and you had Tielemans dropping deep with Mendy. Well, I thought West Ham would sit off them. No. Declan Rice and Soucek pushed and they pressed and they harried and they made it really difficult in that first half for Leicester to get out. And that's how we created our chances. That's how we put Leicester on the back foot. And that's how we got that ball in for Antonio from Cresswell, which was perfect. We began to create space for ourselves and we gave them little opportunities to play through the middle. Again, even when they had the ball from the double pivot, they couldn't get it to Ayoze Perez. And come on, they still couldn't get it to him. Declan Rice and Soucek's performance in terms of their press offensively, the defensive organisation was perfect. Leicester just couldn't build up any momentum through the midfield. They could not break West Ham. And I need to say as well, Declan Rice nearly scored one of the goals of the season for me when he cracked it off the underside of the bar. And for everyone going, well, Declan Rice is only a defensive midfielder, watch today's performance. Absolutely complete from the bloke. And Soucek could have had a goal maybe from a cross or two. There are so many players I could call, but that midfield engine today really won it for West Ham. And lastly, the defensive organisation, not only from the back 5 of what it became, but ultimately the whole team. West Ham really adopted a 5-4-1. When Leicester were on the front foot and they were pushing us. Alpha Masuaku, right, and Vladmir Coufal, who was fantastic today. And what I saw from him was a little bit of cuteness. He understands that defender mentality that Fredericks doesn't have, but he's very good going forward. He's very aware. He added something to our game today. Push back James Justin and Castagna, who I said were going to be real pivotal. And they were frustrated. They couldn't come inside. They couldn't get any opportunities within the box or link up with any of the attacking midfielders. They completely nullified them. And Masuaku put a few fantastic balls through. I believe one over the top to Antonio, nearly pinpoint. Those two were creating loads of chances for us and giving us an outlet, which was fantastic. The back 3, I thought Cresswell had a very competent game. Looked switched on a little bit more than we see him, comfortable in that centre-back role. It was really difficult to get the ball in behind him. He was very rarely pulled out of position. I thought Ogbonna was phenomenal in dealing with Jamie Vardy and Harvey Barnes and Balbuena. Aggressive, close to them, prevented them from getting in behind. Really composed and really complete and very, very good in defending set pieces. But I also have to mention the likes of Michail Antonio, Jarrod Bowen, doing the defensive work, the dirty work, when not necessarily you'd expect that for them. And listen, their work rate to defend in our own half and drive forward when we had the chance and attack that back 3 that was getting pulled apart a lot today is why West Ham got that result. And it was a complete team performance, and it's what I've wanted to see from a West Ham side for so long, and we deserved it. And the VAR decision, it actually went in our favour for once. 2 clean sheets on the bounce. West Ham showing the most complete performance I've seen from them for a long time. Maybe one of the best performances I've seen under David Moyes. That's really the ending note for this West Ham side. They did everything that they could. The work rate was fantastic. The shape was brilliant. The press was phenomenal. Everything from that West Ham side was complete. I can't add any more to it. That was it. West Ham 3, Leicester 0. Brilliant. I'll go into the international break a happy hammer. So listen, you lot. Come on, you Irons. Until next time, take care.